And KMS 6th graders, welcome to our screencast. This is for Monday, December 9, and I'm going to take you through the lesson that you're going to have to do here regarding programming. You're going to be taking part in a nationwide hour of coding exploratory type of lesson, which will kick off our next unit of study in here, which is going to be programming or coding. So first of all, we're going to turn that down, Sunday Night Football for now. And like some of the other screencasts, I think this one is probably best if you watch the whole thing, and it's going to be short. And then you'll be able to go back and do the lesson as it's intended in its entirety without having to pause and do that kind of thing. So let's give it a try. First thing you might notice is that I'm on our lesson plan page, and on Monday's lesson plan, kind of down the bottom right here, it says link to an hour of code. So I'm going to take you through the first couple parts of this as though I'm a student, so you see what you're supposed to see, and then you can make a decision on which route you want to go. There are a couple different lessons you can participate in, but they're all pretty cool. I think you'll enjoy them. So anyhow, when you click the link to an hour of code, you're going to see Chris Bosch, looks like in a screenshot. This may change by tomorrow, so because code.org has been updating its site quite a bit in preparation for this hour of coding, but you can see his stat at the top, 39 million plus lines of code written by students. You're going to be participating in this, kind of exciting. Anyhow, first thing you do is click up here on the right where it says sign in. And since you haven't created an account yet, you can't really sign in, but over on the right you can choose haven't joined yet. You can click on sign up. So I'm going to put in a fictitious name here so I can make you see what you're going to see. Anyway, beyond 1 hour, try our K8 intro computer science, blah, blah, blah. If I scroll down a little bit, you can read some of those prompts, but it's kind of interesting. If you were to continue on with this on your own, because you won't get through all 27 trophies in one session, I doubt. But it says right here, U.S. students who earn all 27 concept trophies can select a variety of prizes, including iTunes gift cards, free Dropbox storage, Skype credits, blah, blah, blah. So anyhow, might interest you if you want to continue your study at home on the side. All right, so first of all, I got to sign up with a name. I'm going to make up a name here. I'm going to use my name, but I'm going to use my full name, and that should keep me separate from my original account that I set up. And I'm going to use a different email, the one that I use for student demos. Okay, and you can do the same. Your username and password, I would encourage you to keep using what you've been using. So I'll pretend I'm a student and I've been using that same username, and it says I'm available. That's good. And the password, like you have been using, your lunch number is a good choice. I'll use the same. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit different one because I don't have a lunch number. Okay, and then gender optional. Why don't you put your gender, what you are, so they can kind of keep track of how many males and females are participating in this. The birthday is optional, but I think for them to keep track of that kind of thing, it'd be nice to give them that. So I'm going to do the same. Too bad I'm not 2013. Okay, we got to date this back here. There we go. And too bad I didn't take it. Let's try that again. 1965. There we go. All right, I agree to the terms of code.org. It says if you're under 13 that you confirm by submitting this. Basically, their rules are the same as the ones that applied to Kingsford.org when you signed up and did the student agenda book and stuff. So nothing is earth-shattering by agreeing with that. So when you click sign up, you will now have an account. And it says, welcome back. You've successfully signed in, and I've completed 0 of the 27 Concept Mastery trophies. And I'm just going to hit continue right here because it's going to let me start off at ground zero. And so therefore, when I click on continue, okay, I'm going to encourage you to watch the videos. Okay, they're going to discuss what you're going to be learning, and it's a little 2-minute video, and I'll just start it.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Olivia? An astronaut.
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole video. You can play the whole video and watch it. And then looks like I got to continue to the next stage. It looks like after I've watched the video. And there's a little video intro about the maze that you're going to be doing.
I was in 8th grade when I learned to program.
Interesting. And then this is it. So people start off by doing a little Angry Birds pig type of activity, which will give you an intro to coding. And so when you click on OK, your screen will look something like mine, and I'll give you a couple tips here. In purple up here it says assemble your blocks here. It says you should be able to complete this with 2 blocks. It says I put 1 in there so far, and there are 2 to complete it. And then down below here it says little Angry Bird gives you tips. So I know I use those along the way. So anyhow, as you move further and further along, you should get closer up to the 20 mark here as you finish. And continue your lessons, and then as long as you're signed in, I'll be able to check your progress tomorrow, and I'll do that when I get back on Tuesday. And everybody should have made pretty good progress and had a good time doing some coding. So welcome to the world of coding, and I hope you had a good time. And we'll see you Tuesday. Adios.